Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is Turn Back Time. It's day 50, and let's talk sleep, mainly because I'm rubbish at it, and because every time I don't sleep, I hardly lose any weight, just 0.2 of a pound overnight. I did lose 1/4 of an inch off both thighs, but probably because I was stomping to Abba yesterday. But I did stay up until 3 a.m. working. I'm one of those people who finds the 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. silence beguiling. It's the opportunity to get so much done. No phones, no dogs needing walking, nothing else to do except plough through emails and then write lists of all the things that I forgot to do during the day. I think I'm the only TV producer who just loved night shifts. I'm very much a night owl. But while the midnight hours might be efficient, they really are hugely damaging to the human body, and they prevent weight loss. Most of us know a build-up of melatonin in the body is what makes us feel sleepy. But what we might not know is that every night at about 10 p.m, the pineal gland begins to secrete that melatonin. We should ideally take that signal and go to sleep. It continues to secrete the melatonin until about 2 a.m. The more melatonin is released into the body, the longer and deeper you sleep. If you don't go to bed until midnight, say, your body has to release cortisol to keep you awake, to counter the melatonin. When cortisol is high, melatonin is low. They have an opposite relationship. So by going to bed at midnight, you're basically denying yourself half of the melatonin that you could enjoy for a full night's sleep. How many of you hit, say, 2 a.m, maybe you're out or at a party, and then you think, well, I'm not even sleepy now, I could go all night. And that's what we used to call getting our second wind. But it's obviously because the melatonin secretion has stopped. Any sleep that you get after 2 a.m. will be more fitful and lower quality than sleep before 2 a.m. Melatonin does not only make you sleep though, it's also an antioxidant support. So it helps attack all the free radicals in our body and is therefore an immune system support. It also heals the gut, so you really want as much melatonin secreted at night as possible. When you're trying to lose weight and exercising, you also want the best quality sleep to release the human growth hormone, so it can feed on any remaining fat to repair the muscles. HGH is released in cycles during the night. It only comes out in deep sleep, and the body cycles through that about 4 to 5 times if you sleep well for, say, 8 hours. If you sleep for less time, less HGH. And if you're going to bed at 3 and getting up at 8, you just lost 3 to 5 hours of potentially HGH activity. One other interesting fact I found is that your growth hormone levels increase if you have less glucose in the blood. Everything we're doing is lowering that glucose level. Be aware that fasting sends HGH levels soaring up to 5-fold, which may not be healthy depending how low it was in the first place. I must admit my problem with sleep is simple. I find going to bed boring. I wondered what difference having someone in bed to cuddle up to would make, and whether that would increase the release of melatonin. Well, no, apparently, but it releases oxytocin in the brain, and oxytocin lowers cortisol because they have an inverse relationship too. So interesting. If you're suffering menopause symptoms or andropause symptoms, it may be interesting to know that some hormones are mostly made at night. For instance, TSH, the thyroid stimulating hormone, is only made at night. The bare minimum of sleep required, long-term, to survive is 4 hours a night. Less than that, and you start to hallucinate. If, like me, you do enjoy making use of the quiet hours, wake up early. Adapt to it slowly, but getting up at 6 should make you want to sleep by 10.